Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to episode 25. Still not allowed in the fucking room. Utter bullshit. You won't let me even have a peek. I have no idea what's going on downstairs in the basement. It just better be good. I'm expecting, like, cinema screen TV with lots of, like 10 cinema seats. I'm looking for, like, the ultimate desk with 8 monitors. Snooker table if we've got room, maybe a pool table if we haven't, little drinks bar, maybe a couple of smaller TVs with each of the different consoles attached. That's what I'm expecting, but who knows? Right, the good news, people, is that we've won some football games and we've qualified for the Champions League. Let's have a look. We just beat Dortmund 4-2. Kind of gutted that I didn't record the episode in the end. So after the Stuttgart result, back on form. I didn't change a thing. I was like, no, just stick to what it was. And we've got a really good result, 4-2. Diakite with the first minute goal. Falhaba scored one. The Wheel scored his first goal of the season against the team that he played for like 400 years. And it was a special goal as well. I was really, really chuffed for him. It's because it's his last season. His contract's running out. He's gone. He's on $100,000 a week, for fuck's sake. And Brad Kitching with a weird sort of free kick that got sort of defended, came back out to him, and then he just sort of had another go and went in the corner. So very, very delighted with that. And that basically sorted us out for the Champions League qualification. And then it was just a case of making sure we got third, because that's automatic qualification. Fourth is the qualifiers. And we did that with a draw against Freiburg. Thomas Falhaba back in the goals, scoring again, 2-2. They had a man sent off in the 15th minute. We went 2-0 up and we drew 2-2, which is... I'd be more annoyed about that if there was anything on it, but we got the draw and the important result. So I thought I'd play the Kaiserslautern game. We beat them 2-1. Nijland and Lenny the left-back Lenny with his first goal of the season. And today we are playing Cologne in the last game. Here's the league table. I think the worrying thing for me is that difference. I'm delighted. Mission accomplished this season. I'm delighted to come third, but that is 16 points. Is a lot of games. 9 points off Dortmund, still quite scary. So that's the thing that sort of worries me. Right, so today, got something special for you. So we're playing a lot of the youngsters, giving them some time, but we are changing. I wanted to try this tactic a little bit with the 2 attacking midfielders, 1 striker, and obviously leading the line in his favourite role is target man Owen. The aim of this entire game is to get Owen a goal, okay? That nothing else matters, okay? Don't care if we lose 5-1. Owen must score. One bit of information I just realised before the last game is that Parabaki's injured. I knew he was injured a while ago and stuff like that, but what I didn't realise is he broke his leg. And he's been out for months. And the fact I haven't really noticed probably says we should just probably sell him at the end of the season. He's never going to be a really good player. And we've got one of our youth team that's actually a better DM anyway in Adrio, who's a better player anyway. So I'd much rather play a homegrown talent anyway. So that's all good. So we're playing a couple of youngsters as well. Al Hassan Nayantaki is playing easy for me to say. Also, another bit of good news: Nijland, whose form dropped off quite drastically. If we look at the goals he was scoring there, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 games in a row he scored. 4 times he got braces, and then he went on this drought. Managed to get the goal against Kaiserslautern, means he's the top league goal scorer in Wolfsburg history, beating the record that was set in 2008. And with how many goals did he score in the league? 24. No, I don't think it was league goals, but most goals. So 36 in a season, 14 assists. Absolutely superb. And one little bit of housekeeping as well. Falhaba is devastated because he missed out on the Germany tournament squad because it's the World Cup and he didn't get in the squad. He's only had 2 caps. He was right on the fringes, I guess, and just recent form has meant he's missed out, which I'm really gutted for him. Imagine that in real life. Oh, that would be awful. Right, so today is Feed the Owen Day. We are going to feed the Owen. He is going to score against Cologne. We've paid them off enough money that they should let him score. Could this be the last time we see? Yes. I fully hope so. I'm not going to say I fully hope so. Okay, I feel it's to give him an appropriate send-off. Okay, I thought it was just, I hope it's his last game. Yeah, I hope so. Good form, they're not. Okay, Owen, you must do this. You must do this. We need a league goal from you. It's all about I don't care if anyone scores. I don't care if we play shit. I don't care about anything. I just want to see Harry Owen score. If I can click on him to highlight his name. There he is. Just feed the Owen, everybody. There should be just a team instruction that just says feed the Owen, that you just tick. And it means you're not allowed to shoot or pass to anybody else. All right, Owen picks it up. What's he got? Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. Right, he sprays it out to Paddy G. Plays it across. Oh, no. Antwi. I'm quite happy it's Antwi because he's the youngster, but come on now. You may have guessed by the same fact I'm wearing the same green hoodie in the same last 3 episodes is because I recorded it all on the same night. It's now 4 a.m, but I was so desperate to finish the season to see if we could qualify for the Champions League. I've not been able to put the game down. Right, so apologies if you left a comment 2 games ago about how I should play and I've just totally ignored it. It's because it hasn't happened yet. Right, feed the Owen. Savalainen! Savalainen! Oh dear, that's a dreadful bit of goalkeeping. We've got a backup goalkeeper and his name's Best. It's an optimistic title. Right, we've not fed the Owen at all, have we there? Okay, second half. It's all good. It's all good. Kick on in the second half. Right, come on, boys. So I've signed a new contract. I've got a pay rise from £33,000 a week to £35,000. It's a 3-year deal because I can't see us staying any longer than 3 years. I don't see us staying 3 years. I think I'd like to know your sort of what your thoughts are for this. I think next season's going to be very interesting because we've got Champions League football. And we're going to try and close that gap on Bayern Munich. And if we have a season where we, say, get to the quarterfinals of the Champions League and we finish 3rd again in the league, not so much where we finish in the league, but if we're still 10 plus points, 15 points off the league leaders, then I'm probably going to leave. Because the gap is just so hard to close. We don't have that sort of money that we can just punt £90 million, which Dortmund and Bayern are doing on these top-end strikers. And because we don't have that sort of money, it's just a bit hard to catch them. So I think that's what my thoughts are. But give it another go next season. Enjoy the Champions League. And then try and challenge for the league. If we don't get anywhere close, then maybe it's time to finally head off to England, hopefully, and it's horrible to say this, but hopefully the Liverpool manager will get sacked and we can just jump into that job. Or we decide to go again. It's open-ended. There's no decisions made until right at the moment. There's no point in worrying about that sort of stuff. It's just a thought I had. Okay, Ursel Turk, is that his real name? Okay, amazing. We're going to lose, but I don't care. We've not fed the Owen, which is just disappointing. Where's the Team Talk calm feed the Owen? I don't care. And I've got 48 million in the transfer budget next season, so that's good. I think there's a couple of players we can sell, maybe get 20 million, and I'm thinking I might just spend it all on one player. That's kind of my thinking at the moment. I think we've got a decent defence, decent goalkeeper. We'll look at it in a minute. Yeah, whatever, unacceptable. Yeah, Owen didn't play his best. Maybe age is starting to get to Owen. How old is he? He's 32 or 33, Owen? He's 34. Can't believe how old he is. It makes me feel old, which is weird because this is game time. I haven't aged that much, but he's 34. He's 34 years old. He's just signed a new... He's improving, though. Look at that. Has his passing gone up? No. He has scored in Germany. He scored 2 league goals, but not... Look, as you can see, 6-5-4. It's disappointing. That's his worst season. Ratings rise. Look at that season in Lazio. The first season in Lazio, 6 goals in 21. That's not that bad. He's only ever scored 10 goals in a season once, to be fair. He was never great at Cardiff Met Uni. Right, let's have a look at the team, what's going on. Wolfsburg, yeah. Tactical blunder. Questioning their manager's tactics. Oh, fuck off. You didn't understand we were feeding the OWEN. Okay, Paddy G is getting a pay rise up to 11.5 grand. That's fine. Oh, 70 million pounds. That's going to put us to 100 million again, isn't it? You're right on 100 million. Amazing. Right, let's go to the end of the team season awards. We'll have a quick check, and we're going to have a talk about positions and what we think we want to strengthen next year. Right, we're going to get end of season rewards. That'll be lovely because that. We got player of the year. That's what I want to see as well. Oh, Nidgeland, he deserves it. Surely he deserves it. Come on, there can't be anybody better. There probably is, but we're going to go with it. Yeah, so I was thinking goalkeeper-wise, Blanco, very happy with that. Maybe a second goalkeeper. Has to be homegrown. That's the problem. We really need, especially with the Champions League, got to get homegrown. And best is homegrown and club homegrown so that he fills that role really well. So I might just gamble a bit and then panic buy if he gets a bad injury. Defensive-wise, okay, new under-19s coach, Leon de Kogel. I signed a staff member. I've got to show you his name. Where is it? There. His name is Dirk Duffner. I just liked it. Not even that good a coach. Just liked it. So I'm thinking centre-backs. We've got Kitching, we've got Ledesma, and we've got the new guy that everybody seems to love in the comments that's going to become very good. He's a good rotation with Ledesma, and he's going to be a superstar. And we've got all the end-of-season rewards. Let's go through the end-of-season awards, then we'll talk about players. Right. Okay. Yeah, Brad Kitching is in the best overall 11. That's good to see. Timo. I shouldn't have sold. I sold him too early. Sold him a season too early. Should have kept. He did shit, to be fair, but I still think we could have done with him for a season. Arnold, Hadji, Draxler. He's leaving at the end of the season. He's been playing for Wolfsburg 2 for a year and a half. Ricardo Rodriguez, who's now dead, but I wish I'd been able to manage him because he's a very, very good player. Okay, end of season awards. Player of the season. Oh, it's a close vote. Brad Kitching gets above Nidgeland. I'm very surprised about that. Brad Kitching 34%, Nidgeland 30%, Thomas Valhaber 23%. That's fair enough. Serrano got the goal of the season. Let's have a watch. It was against. This was against the amateur team, the semi-pro team. I'm not sure that should count, but we'll have a look at it. So Pozzo picks it up. Gaston plays it out to Serrano. I'm not sure if that goal of the season just not working very well. We've scored plenty more better goals than that. Signing of the season, Paddy G, £8 million. Young player of the season, Brad Kitching, still 23 years old. Season review. Wolfsburg are expected to be among leading contenders. Yeah, we got it in. Total players used, 28. Joined first highest, interesting. Average attendance, 29,000. Absolutely shite. Where are they now? Okay, end of season team meeting. Do we tell them we're going for the league next year? No. I think they'll disagree. We'll say we'll go for Champions League. Even though secretly we're going for the league. Let's have a look at finances. So we've dropped to 99 million. So let's look at the squad. But where's that squad depth thing that I never use? Where is that squad depth thing? Team report. Squad depth. There you go. I never use this. I probably should. It's quite useful. So goalkeepers, I'm thinking that's fine. I'm going to gamble because I want that homegrown player. I want to try and get more German players through. I know we could potentially get another one that was better, but I'll keep an eye out. But I'm not too worried about that. On the right-hand side, I'm very happy with the Goose. I think Paddy G's a decent backup. It's probably the weakest area out of our defence, but I still think it's good. If we have money left over, then maybe I'll have a look. But I think I'm okay with that. Left-hand side, I'm very, very happy. We've got Lenny and Lafitti, both are superb. We've also got Adrio, who can play well there. Serrano can play well there. Centre-backs, we've got the 4 we talked about. So we've got Kitching, Ledesma, Saramento and Victor. Quality players. 2 more experienced players, 2 younger players. I'll probably do the same thing again. I'll get a loanee that we'll never use unless there's an injury crisis, just because that's a cheaper way of doing things. As our sort of central midfielder, which is the ball-winning midfielder, we've got Azapura, I think, is a superb. I think we're fine on that because we've got plenty of players that can fill in. That's just MC. That's useless, isn't it? It's not actually my tactic because it's just centre midfielders. Okay, let's have a look at it properly. So as a ball-winning midfielder, we've got Azapura, who is just an absolute monster. He averaged 6.83. 7.07 for a ball-winning midfielder is very, very good. So I'm very happy with that. We got Diakite, who is a good ball-winning midfielder, perfect backup, but also a box-to-box midfielder. I think I'm very happy with him. 9 goals, 5 assists from him. I think that's a very good season. He's got one more full season before we need to start phasing him out. He's still a very, very good player. We've got Kevin Da Silva, who's kind of a good, useful player to have because he can do most of the roles pretty well. He can play the box-to-box role, he can play the ball-winning midfielder role, he can play the deep-line playmaker role, all to an acceptable level. So he's a perfect squad player. Definitely not getting rid of him because he's kind of back up to a lot of positions. This is where I think the money goes. So the wheel is leaving. Parabucky's leaving. Where has he gone? Serrano. So I think we cash in on Serrano, £15 million, and we go balls deep into getting a playmaker because it's an important role in the setup. We get a superstar ball, like £50 million, like playmaker, advanced deep line playmaker, and sell Serrano. I think makes the most sense going forward. If we've got the money. This is a tough one, you see, because in the advanced playmaker role behind those 2 strikers, we've got 3 options. We've got Pozzo, who I kind of want to sell. Let's say we get £10 million for him. And Antwi is very, very good. Let's see how he's improving. He's very, very good, but he's not quite your first name on the team sheet. He's not quite there yet. Another year, and I think he'll be first choice. I think he should get plenty of game time, of course, but I don't think he's quite there. But we do have also the option of playing Cruz there. He knows the role really well. His technique's 15, passing's 13. He's got all the stats for it, to be fair. So maybe that's just the thing. That's quite handy having Cruz because he can fill in all the striker positions and the advanced playmaker. We get rid of Pozzo, and Cruz becomes that advanced playmaker. He's done well there this season. And, I think that makes the most sense. His rating's only 6.85, but that's because 18 sub-appearances as well, which always takes the ratings down. I think he's a very, very good backup striker and advanced playmaker. He can become the advanced playmaker. And then we've got a tricky one here, Gaston. Now, 19-year-old Argentinian. He looks like a superstar in the making. But he doesn't fit the team. The complete forward thing, it says that he likes that, but 9 anticipation, 10 vision, 9 teamwork, 9 work rate, that all doesn't fit how he plays. He is a target man, right? Clearly, from the way he plays, his attributes, he's a target man. We don't use a target man. We could use him as a complete forward, but he's not really a complete forward. That's why you shouldn't always go on these little green donut things. Deep line forward, same problems. Anticipation, aggression, teamwork's not good enough. Vision's not good enough. Work rate's not good enough. So I'm thinking, I don't want to sell him because I think he's going to be a really good player. I'm thinking of loaning him out with the intention of the future selling him on for a decent chunk of money. I think a season of playing football will up that value to 10 million at least. And then other sort of options, Foul Harbour and Nijland, I'm very, very happy with. We know we have issues with Foul Harbour, but at the end of the day, he scored 28 goals in 37. He scored 19 goals in 29 league appearances. That'll do me. That's pretty damn good. He can just be a little annoying at times. Pishorn is just basically a homegrown defensive forward. He's like the backup to Nijland. He's not that great, but he's a homegrown. And then we've got the youngster who I want to give a bit of game time to. It says he plays all these roles, but actually what I'm retraining him for is potentially a defensive forward, because he's got the teamwork and the work rate really nicely. Determination's decent. We're working on that. I think with a bit of improved finishing, concentration and anticipation, because he's only 17, I think he could be decent, but also as a backup player. He's going to be in and around the first team, trying to give him some cup football. Does anybody we miss sort of talking about? I don't think so. I think we've covered most of the players. I think I'm going to sell Conan. Great physical. He's just like a decent player without being spectacular, really. Get him off the wage bill, make a little bit more money. So, after all that waffling, I hope you... Let me know in the comments if you don't mind me doing this stuff, because I can keep that all off camera if you're not that bothered about my thoughts and just see the transfers next season. But I'm thinking we spend 40-50 million pounds on a playmaker. As much money as we have to. If we have to spend all our money on it, I will spend all our money on it and get a world-class playmaker. And then if we can get one a little bit, if it turns out that the one we get is £40 million and we've got £20 million left, maybe I'd look at bringing in somebody that's a better backup striker. For Nidgeland, a defensive forward or something like that, or some other homegrown talent that we find. But let me know what you think in the comments. I'll be really interested to know where you think we go to next, and my thoughts on selling the likes of Serrano and stuff like that. He's a decent player, but we can cash in on him. Look, that's a playmaker. Well, to be fair, he's played all over the place, so I can't really complain that the rating 7.01 is pretty good. Right, there we go. End of season is done. Successful season. Mission accomplished. I'm still annoyed about the Europa League. Should have beat Southampton, but we were just in a bad bit of form. Hit us at the wrong time. Right, there you go. Hope you enjoyed this season, guys. Please leave a like if you did. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. I'm off to fucking bed. That was good fun. Bye-bye.